Mushoku Tensei is about a 34-year-old NEET who actually, weirdly enough, dies pretty heroically by trying to save a bunch of teenagers from getting hit by a truck, but then he gets killed by Trek-kun and ends up reincarnated as a baby in a fantasy world. Now, this is one of the only, I think this might be the only Isekai series I can think of that actually focuses on the main character's childhood. I guess Ascendance of a Bookworm does too, but I feel like the entire meat of potatoes of that is her childhood. Actually, I guess the early seasons of Mushoku Tensei are too. This was a light novel series that I was really hoping would one day get adapted into an anime, and I was really glad when it did. It really delves into the main character Rudius's childhood and his family and the people who had influences on him as he was growing up. It's sort of like it's an isekai story, but it shows you his whole life. It's actually really interesting. He's sort of very quickly takes to magic and becomes a sort of mage, but he's significantly less good as a physical fighter. I think at the end of this one, he's still just a child. I think he's barely 10 by the end of season 1. But yeah, he ends up in this really complicated family situation where his dad is a complex character. He's a scumbag, but he's not a complete irredeemable scumbag. He's weirdly human. In fact, you could say that by a lot of characters in this. They're flawed individuals that are trying to make their way through the world, which I can really appreciate about that. And he ends up getting shipped off to be the tutor to some noble girl who is an absolute terror, but she ends up actually having a really good character arc and becoming a better person by the end of it. This is really good, honestly. I could probably talk for significantly longer about why this is good, but instead I'll just generally give this a recommendation. Yeah, liked all the characters. The story's interesting. It's really engaging too. It definitely keeps your attention. I watched this really fast. Popcorn is a new show I'm doing where I review exactly one anime. I realized that Water kind of encourages people to sort of sift through it and find only the show they care about or completely skip the entire episode. And I made more sense to drop a whole bunch of unrelated anime back when I was doing Watawa Weekly, but Water as a format is kind of silly. I think I'm still gonna do Water, but it's going to be more like when I did Sailor Moon or Love Live or Nanaha, where it's for an entire show, and it's definitely going to be a lot more regularly. Popcorn is probably going to take over as the dominant show on this channel. Twitch and Discord in the description. I've been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope. Bye-bye!